Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and Wakanda Forever. No, okay, it was actually this one. Anyway, yes, it's Wakanda Forever. They actually made a comic book called Wakanda Forever. It's going to be three of them. The next one's going to be the Dora Milaje with the X-Men. The final one should be the Dora Milaje with the Avengers. This one is with Spider-Man, so I'm digging it. There are three Dora Milaje here. One of them is Oyoke. Didn't catch who the other two were. Crap, I feel like I'm missing something here. Anyways, not really that important. They're all beloved. The point is that they meet up with Spider-Man. They're actually trying to stop Nakia, Malice, at this point. Guys, if you saw the movie but you don't actually read the comic books, understand, Nakia's bad. Nakia is actually a very, very, very bad person. I like her better as a good guy in the movie, but nah, she's a baddie. Total baddie. Anyhow, this is a pretty good book. You know, for all intents and purposes, it doesn't need to exist. I don't feel like anybody's actually trying to tell anything here, but it is what it is. The writer, okay, I always have trouble with her name, even though I see her on YouTube and she actually says her name every so often. I'm sorry. Nnedi Okorafor. Well, I think she's PhD in African American studies, and so, or even just African studies. Either way, she does know a whole lot. I tried one of her recipes one time, made the wife very happy. And artist Alberto Albuquerque. Beautiful art, you know what I'm saying? For all intents and purposes, Erica Arcanega, Arcaniega. Anyway, on the colors, really good stuff. This was a fun comic book, you know what I'm saying? I didn't like the way that Nakia looked. I guess that she's dying. Something's happening where she's dying pretty soon. Okay, I get it. But man, she used to be gorgeous. Like, she was unbelievably gorgeous. She was created by Christopher Priest back during his run. A lot of this stuff was there. There's this thing called the Mimic 27, which I don't remember ever reading about before. I think it's brand new. So, hey, first appearance of Mimic 27 in here. It's some kind of a weapon thing. It's weird. It's just some pink, purple mass that comes down and traps kids' hands. Weirdest freaking thing. I don't know exactly what they're trying to do. Anyway, AIM apparently stole this thing from way back in the day, and what do you call it? They the Dora Milaje and Spider-Man decided to go there after they kind of stopped Nakia to try and see do they have any more of these Mimic 27s that they'd stolen originally from Wakanda. So they go down there and they meet up with Hydra Man. I don't expect everybody to know everything there is to know about the Black Panther. What I do expect is that somebody knows something. All right, so when Spider-Man's like, it's the Hydra Man, he has the ability to do this and this and this, and the Dora Milaje are like, oh wow, this is interesting. Why? They're basically saying, I've never heard of him before. Aren't there any editors who could have told the writer that, hey man, Black Panther actually fought the Hydra Man once before? It was like on a jet in Priest's run. There was a major butt kicking. That was when it was established that there was a whole lot of dictation, you know what I'm saying, going like every single thing that he did was recorded in some way, shape, or form. Sometimes by little drones. Yeah, drones around the plane, where we can actually, you know, say, okay, here's an issue, because they had something that basically a device that froze him instantly. And if for crying out loud, if Miss Okorafor would have known that that Black Panther had fought and soundly defeated Hydra Man before, this could have been a simple situation where, like, oh yeah, we know about you, Hydra Man. Our king has fought you before, and he always makes contingency plans. Bloop, and then thrown that, it would have been even cooler. This was just one of the situations where, like, how is a Dora Milaje, how are all three Dora Milaje caught off guard by something that should have been well documented in Wakandan battle archives? You know what I'm saying? So, like, that, to me, that just would have made it more enjoyable. There were a couple of cultural references were in here. For instance, I didn't know what a mischu was. There's something in here where one of the Dora Milaje says, mischu rubbish. And I'm like, what is mischu? And then I realized, oh, duh, it's a stupid noise that my wife always makes. Every so often, she just do this little like teeth sucking thing, and it's like, oh my god, that's so annoying. But she does it when she's annoyed, so it's like, okay, great. Now you've just spread the annoyance. Thank you. But I didn't know there was actually a name for that. So, yeah, when she wakes up, I'll be like, hey, missed you. Anyway, yeah, man. Yeah, this was okay. Again, this comic book, there's no need whatsoever for this comic book to exist. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be 3 issues that, you know what I'm saying? I don't see how this is going to end and actually change anything. But it's a fun read, you know what I'm saying? And honestly, from the beginning, I've been talking about, I can't wait for this comic book to come out. It did fulfill exactly the expectation that I had, that this is unnecessary, but it's going to be a fun little read where it's going to be enjoyable for all intents and purposes. Good writing, good everything, just nothing meaningful. That's it. Anyway, guys, for the most part, like the whole purpose is to capitalize off of the fame of the Black Panther. I think that the film went really well. Like, what we need to do? We need to have a couple more Black Panther comics out. I wish this could have come out a little bit sooner. I was like to really capitalize off of this, but whatever. I'm good with this. Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.